Well, this time tomorrow night, the Vols will be gearing up for their first game of the College World Series against Florida State. And Sports Director Rick Russo, John Sartori are there live tonight from Charles Schwab Field. Guys, Tony Vitello and the Vols got their first chance to practice on the field today ahead of Game 1 tomorrow.
They absolutely did. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, we are here. Our journey has taken us inside the stadium finally as we await first pitch tomorrow night. And earlier today, the guys did take to the field for the first time in this 2024 College World Series. And John, I thought they were businesslike but loose.
Yeah, they were having a lot of fun out there, but like you said, they got in and they got their work done in about 45 minutes to an hour. Really quick practice, but a good practice for Tennessee, and it was a lot of guys' first chance to take the field in their college careers here at Charles Schwab Field. It's a moment they've been dreaming of, but for a lot of guys too, you got to remember 3 of the last 4 years, Tennessee's been here. They've had that first practice, and Tony Vitello and Hunter Ensley, they spoke to what those previous trips mean to this year's trip, how they've learned from them.
I think it helps, in a lot of different ways that are away from the field. But again, once the game starts, you just got to play ball. And how much of a factor all those items have, like, I don't know which time you enjoy it more, your first or second, or now downtime, how it works out, how you're going to mix in family time and things like that. I don't know how much it benefits when the game or competition starts, but it certainly all, comes a little smoother, I think, as you experience it.
A good message to relay to the guys is trying to slow everything down. I know, sometimes you get out on the field and get under the lights, you want to go a little too fast or do too much. So, I don't know. I think my message to everyone would just be slow everything down and, focus on what's actually going on in the game rather than, trying to have a huge moment.
Yeah, and I really liked what Tony said there. It's the moments off the field that I think can be a little overwhelming for a lot of these players. They only practiced baseball for about 45 minutes. They were here for about 4 hours just doing photo shoots. They were doing interviews with the media. It's a lot of attention that these players are not used to, and it's a schedule that they aren't used to. I think that's the biggest adjustment, and whoever handles it best has a great chance of coming out with the national championship.
Home runs will help too.
Those will too. The ball absolutely flying outside Charles Schwab.
Now this is a special event for all the players, no doubt, but there's one guy who is really excited. Dalton Bargo hails from right here in Omaha. Talked to a couple of people who know him very well and saw that grit and determination to become a great player at an early age.
Like when we talk about basketball players being gym rats and always in the gym and working, Dalton is a cage rat. He's always working on his hitting, and like when we were here, it was, hey coach, can you come open the cages indoors? Hey, can you come open the field? Can you do this? That's why it's so exciting to see him succeed, is just because I know how hard he's worked for it.
So when he was probably about 7th to 8th grade, there was a couple of kids older than him where they worked out at, they had a key coach, so they just go in and hit, do whatever they want, whenever they wanted to do it. And so they would be there on a Friday, Saturday night till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. A couple older kids and a couple younger kids just hitting and doing their thing the whole time they were there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was fun meeting up today with Dad Mike, with his coach Otis, and with his mom Heather. We got to meet them, great folks, and there's more than them coming tomorrow. There's going to be a huge part of that family right here in Omaha to watch Dalton play.
Yeah, and I loved what Mike said. He's at the end of that, by going to the batting cages on Friday night, never had to worry about where Dalton was. He wasn't a troublemaker. He was just getting his swings in every Friday night.
All right, we're continuing to get our swings in. Our coverage continues here in Omaha later tonight. As we send it back to you in the studio, Casey, we'll have much more about Dalton Bargo and the Vols as they continue on here at the College World Series tomorrow night, 7 o'clock ESPN against Florida State. Back to you.
Yeah, each day you guys have been getting closer and closer and closer. Now you're in the stadium. It's starting to feel kind of real.
That's so true. They finally let us in. Maybe we'll be closer to the field tomorrow.
I can't wait. Guys, thanks so much. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast.